Welcome everyone to Merkaba Energy Healing. So today we are receiving messages from your ancestors. We are going to ask them why they are proud of you today. Now you can fast forward to the timestamps down below, but I just wanted to share a quick message with my collective, my community. So I have never done a reading about your ancestors, and I never felt compelled to listen to a reading about my ancestors. And I never really wondered why. I just never felt attracted to that subject matter. And then when I was asking my guides what reading I should do, I heard very clearly, why are their ancestors proud of them? And I was like, okay. And then I ran another title by them, and they're like, no. A reading about the ancestors. And I was like, well, what about this? And they're like, no. They were very firm about doing this reading. And so I asked them, why have I been so resistant or disinterested in readings about ancestors or doing a reading about them for my community? And they showed me that my soul is really connected to my starseed family, to the galactics, and not as much to this earth. And so I'm more forward and upward than I am centered and downward. But because I have been working on centering my energy more and grounding it more, I have been feeling more called to connect with the ancestors. Now, they also told me that because timelines are collapsing, not just parallel ones, but future and past ones, the past and the future are colliding into the now moment. And so there's more of this experience of unity consciousness, and that all is one. So our ancestors are our galactic guides. Our future guides are also our past guides. Our present incarnation is an aspect of our soul, but an aspect of our soul exists with our ancestors. So I might be speaking to myself from the past as well as from the future. So I just wanted to share that in case that was interesting to anyone. Anyway, I'm sorry that it's been a moment since I posted. There has been extreme construction around my apartment, so much so that I haven't been able to work, and it has been very frustrating for me. So I'm going to try to get this reading out, and yeah, that's all I have to say. So we have 3 piles with 3 crystals. The first group with the first message, we have the rainbow fluorite. Group 2 with message 2, we have the angel aura amethyst. And group 3 with message 3, we have the raw amethyst. I just felt I need to take a deep breath, so I feel like that's a message for you guys to really ask your ancestors to come through me in these readings and through you to choose your pile. And when you're ready, you can go to the timestamps in the description box below, and I will see you at your reading. Welcome, group number 1. Today, we are respectfully asking for messages and validation and insights from your ancestors. So I did try to record this reading the other day, but there was too much construction and the reading was really muffled. But I did get into the reading for about 5 minutes, and I wanted to share what was already transmitted through me, channeled through me, because as I was preparing for this reading, all of that information flooded back. And I very often can't remember all of the details, but I trust my guides and I trust your ancestors to guide me in reporting the messages that are most important and that they hold dear. Ancestors of group number 1, please guide me once again with the messages that you wanted to provide to your kin. I'm hearing our kin for group number 1. Okay, so the first word No, the first image that I saw was the color blue. Blue came in very profoundly. Then I heard military, and it made me wonder if some of your ancestors were not just military men and women, but police, because I saw a blue police, oh my God, what is the word? Uniform. Then I heard Native American, and I heard the Sioux and the Iroquois. And then they reminded me of a reading that I did, I don't know, I have very little sense of time, but maybe 3 or 4 readings ago. Randomly, it felt the states in the US, Wyoming and Montana, came up, and I believe both or one of those tribes resided there in that area. And then as I was preparing for the reading today, I heard Sedona, and the Hopi and Navajo tribes came through. I'm sorry, sometimes I take very deep breaths and you hear it through the mic. Sometimes I hear it, the feedback. It's when the energy comes in very strong. So what I would recommend for this reading is you take a deep breath and ask for your ancestors to come through both of us, you and myself, to get the clearest messages for you all. So thank you all for being here. Always, please, if the reading does resonate, please let me know in the comments down below. Like I had said in the opening, in the intro, I've never done an ancestor reading before, and I'm not so familiar with doing these readings. And my concern is whether my own learning in my own life limits my capacity to speak respectfully of the ancestors. So if any of you would like to correct anything that I say that is not spoken with respect or comes from narrow-mindedness or lack of insight, please feel free to let me know. I just ask that you do it kindly. Okay, I'm always learning. But I ask that you open up to your own ancestors and ask them to speak through me and to speak through you in whatever way feels right to you. Okay. I did hear clairsentience. Sometimes I don't say what I hear because of my own doubts, but I did just hear clairsentience. So maybe your ancestors taught you how to listen through your body, how to intuit through your body's signals, or through your feelings also, what is correct. Now I pulled two cards. The first one is the energy of your ancestors, and the second one is why they're proud of you. Okay, so we're not going to reveal the second card just yet. We are going to reveal the first card. So with respect, the ancestors of group number 1 and my guides helping me guide these messages, show me the energy of the ancestors of group number 1. Okay. So we have watching clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. So they are tuning me into, whoa, there's a few messages coming in. They're tuning me into the little sailboat back here. So I wonder if any of your ancestors were in the Navy, I just heard, or sailors or fishermen, or were out at sea. I also just heard the word pirate. I don't think I've used that word in some time. Some of these colors are standing out as, I'm not quite sure. I don't want to say. These colors, specifically the orange and yellow, are really standing out to me, not so much the pillows here. You might have ancestors from islands, which I know is pretty broad, but I'm getting that. Okay. Watching clouds, very interesting. So my guides just said, for those of you who resonate with Native American ancestry, that the Native Americans watched the clouds. And they're saying it's not just to predict the weather, but also there was a spiritual practice in connecting with the cosmos through clouds. I don't know much about that. But I'm seeing a tribe watching the sky. Let me just listen here for a moment. So I'm hearing they had different practices by day and by night. So by day, they watched the clouds. And they're saying their ancestors spoke to them through the clouds and cloud formations, and also the direction that the clouds moved. And they also show me them communicating with the clouds, and the clouds would sort of break up in response to their communication. I hope that this makes sense to someone. And if it doesn't, if it feels like it resonates in your body, then I would go explore this, because someone is being encouraged to explore their genealogy, I'm seeing here, because they're showing me a tree, a genealogical tree here. And then by night, it was the stars, and they're showing me the brightness, the luminescence of stars, and that the luminescence of the stars communicated with these tribes and how they twinkled back. It was almost a telepathic communication. I'm also hearing the word mantra. Mantra. Some kind of mantra was used to communicate with these realms. I'm hearing Om Mani Padma Hom. I'm not pronouncing that right. Om Mani Padma Om. Om Mani Padme Om. So I used to say that. I'm so out of my body right now, but I know Om relates to the earth frequency. Mani, I think, is a jewel. I know Padme is the lotus, and Om is wisdom, H-U-M, method and wisdom. I hope I'm getting that right. But that mantra just came through very strongly, and the energy of compassion. So your ancestry held a lot of compassion for the earth, and a lot of compassion for the stars, and a lot of reverence. I'm seeing a lot of reverence, but without losing themselves. They stayed in their power as they held reverence. Very powerful. They're showing me the 7 of Wands there. They had a lot of conviction in their beliefs, a lot of, I'm hearing that they held the line between realms. So they also fought off lower vibrational energies. They're showing me seashell necklaces, and other kinds of shells that they hit together to ward, like it made this clank. I'm hearing this clanking noise that warded off lower vibrational energies. And they didn't battle with them. They just worked with the elements. I'm hearing ether now. They worked with the elements to bring up the energy of the earth through their bodies and out. They were alchemists, but they wouldn't call themselves alchemists. I think that there's another word there, but I'm seeing them. It's like they're bringing up the energy of Om from the earth, and they're also embodying the energies from the cosmos down into their bodies. And I see there's a dance also. There's sort of necklaces and ankle bracelets, and as they would move these shells, I don't know what they are. I'm also seeing like a tooth, like a saber tooth, or in some kind of animal tooth. They're saying that's a sign. That was a sign of good luck. and protection. I'm seeing it on their bodies. I don't know much about this, but they're just showing that to me. And as they danced, they warded off this negative energy, and they're giving me a word here. They invoked the energies of spirit. Okay, and so there's this teaching for this group that spirit is abound through the earth, from the cosmos, and all around you. And that these tribes are your ancestors, because they're telling me to throw the net out wider. These are peoples that we don't, we have names for different tribes, but it's all of I'm hearing the Aboriginals. I hope that that's appropriate to say. I'm just channeling what I'm receiving. And they embodied the spirit, okay? So in theosophy, there's the physical body, there's the soul, or this, and then the spirit, the son of mind. So they would embody spirit, which is this unity consciousness of all of the elements of earth, air, wind, fire, ether, all of these elements in their physical body, and they would be able to move, manipulate the energy to heal and to ward off negative energy. Interestingly, whenever I work with the rainbow fluorite, there is this energy of complexity with this stone. And that's what I'm feeling, that if you were to watch and witness the beauty of your ancestry and how they lived and how they embodied the spirit, capital T, capital S, you would say that it was very complex. And yet they felt that they knew this is just a way of life. And I feel as if they're bringing this particular group up and into that energy, because I'm so not aware of how much time I have just channeled or anything like this, but it's just the invoking of their energy. I say humbly and with so much respect that I hope that you guys can feel, because my whole body is so alive and vital right now. And I do think with lie back, rest, and relax, there is this energy being shown to this group that they might be guiding you through your physical body, the way I'm feeling it through my own physical body. That I'm being shown timelines collapsing, which came up in the intro also. That the way that you'll be maneuvering in your life is going to look very different from here on out. If you allow it, if you let us guide you, I'm also seeing the number 10 for some reason. Certainly that might be a number of completion and beginning, but it might mean something else. They're showing me something about the stars. I just heard Cassiopeia. I don't know what that means. I'm not going to follow every thread. I'm just going to deliver what I hear. But there's something about learning how to invoke the spirit by way of calming the nervous system and calming the body. And that's the only way that the body, soul, and spirit can work in unison, is if the nervous system is calm. Anything else? No. They want me to proceed. Let me just see how long I've been channeling. Oh goodness, it's 14 minutes already. Okay. I'm just going to get 1 or 2 cards on the energy of your ancestors, because I feel like we just channeled a lot and I'm so very grateful. Let's just see if we can get anything else. The ancestors of group number 1, I am so grateful for the messages that you just delivered. Do you want to show us any more energies for group number 1 about your energies that they should be aware of, that would be validating for them or inspired or connecting to you? What is your energy? Please show me. What is your energy? Please show me the ancestors of group number 1. Both of them, okay. King of Cups and 2 of Pentacles. King of Cups, immediately they say that they communicate through feelings. That's how they communicate. Very powerfully, again, King, okay? Very powerfully through your emotions and through your body. When you feel empowered, when you feel vital and strong, that's them. They're showing me the wind on your back. That's them. If you feel tired or you feel unmotivated and then suddenly you're like, I can do this, let's go. It's this energy. The ancestors are right on your back. Validating message there. Now, I find it very interesting that in both of these cards, there is the sailboat. You see how they showed me the sailboat at the beginning? Do you guys see? There are sailboats in all of these cards. So your ancestors might have been sailors. They might have taken to the sea. Again, I'm hearing the word navy. I'm a little shaky. Sorry, you guys. The energy is very intense. I start shaking a little bit when the energy is very intense. They're also showing me that the water is very rocky here. So they might have gone through... Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. They just showed me a whole nother realm. They just showed me Sumeria. I just want to thank my dad because during COVID, my dad taught me all about Sumeria. He is a brilliant historian, but that wasn't what he did for a living, but he wrote this amazing manuscript. Anyway, I just want to send love to him very much. So he taught me about the trade of spices. He's going to kill me because I don't remember now, but for some reason I just heard the Strait of Gibraltar. That wasn't in his teachings, but there was trading of spices. So I don't know if they were tradesmen or, they went from island to island, or Sumerian times just speak to you. But as those people started to civilize, there were these waters between lands that the boats would move. They would take spices from one area to the next. This is a very rudimentary explanation. I am no expert in this. And also because I'm so far out of my head, I can't remember. If I sat, I would remember, but I don't want to take up too much time. So they might have brought goods from land to land over water, your ancestors, okay? Anything else about the Two of Pentacles, though? I'm also, okay, they're showing me something very interesting with this, I think that's called a bolero hat. I could be so wrong. Sometimes I'll listen back and I'm like, oh my God, I sound so stupid. But anyway, they're showing this to me as a magician. For some reason. So some of your ancestors might have been worked in magic. I'm also seeing silent film. That's just the energy that just came up there. Okay, let's move on because I think we received enough messages in that regard for now. Now, for this significator card, I asked why they are proud of you. Okay, why are your ancestors proud of you? Okay. And we have desert passage, trust there is a divine plan. So again, with this person's garb and the desert, I'm seeing that Middle East, right, Mesopotamian energy. You might have ancestry from the Middle East or Mesopotamia. Not that they're synonymous, but that's how it's being shown to me. You might have had ancestry of people who moved through the desert, who traveled. I'm hearing the word nomad. Yeah, they're showing me these carriages, caravans. I'm hearing the word caravans, peoples who move through the desert. But the way that they're showing me that they're proud of you is that many of you might have walked alone. Okay, they're correcting me. You might have felt barrenness in your life, a lack of abundance, a lack of lushness. This might be with regards to your soul's mission or purpose, where you didn't know where you were going, where you didn't have a compass, and yet you trusted. And so they're saying, thank you for trusting. Thank you for trusting us and the divine plan, because that is how we worked. We worked with the spirit, with divinity to guide us. We didn't know too many steps ahead of us. We only worked with the present energy. And so we see this man or this woman standing here and still, okay? He or she is not walking just yet. And so there's something about them prizing you for being the observer, not being too impetuous, not rushing forward. And they're also saying, we understand that you have felt that barrenness for a while, and now they're showing me bloom, okay? Maybe that will show up in the tarot. Yeah, and they're saying sort of guided by the sun and guided by your intuition. Let's get some more from the tarot here. Ancestors of group number 1. Ancestors of group number 1. Can you please show me why you are proud of your kin here of group number 1? Why are you proud of them? What do you want to communicate to them? Tell me. I'm listening. I'm listening, the ancestors of group number 1. I just heard you stayed the course. You stayed the course. 7 of Pentacles, very interesting. 7 of Pentacles is precisely what they're saying. Just like this person is not moving, this person is not moving. They're observing their pentacles. They're observing their work. And they're wondering, should I continue to go in this direction or should I take another direction? And do you remember with watching the clouds at the beginning, they said something about your life changing course, that things might look different from here on out. So the 7 of Pentacles asks, has what I put in, has it been worth it? And should I continue on this path? Should I continue working into the 8 of Pentacles? And will it bring me into the 9 of Pentacles, into true abundance? Okay. I'm hearing that there is no wrong way, but some of you are at some kind of crossroads, but it's not like this where there's 2 paths. It's more that you're going to pivot slightly. So they're very proud of you for considering your options, I'm hearing. Considering where you are and where you would like to be while asking your guides, connecting with your intuition, connecting with your higher self and your ancestors to guide you. Oh, wow. And then we have the Lovers. So they're highlighting the 6 on the Lovers with the 6 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups there. They're showing me that you're going to be moving into an era of being very generous of spirit, love in all forms, and that's the direction to take next, where you feel of heart, not of mind. With the 6 of Cups, they showed me something about past life energy. This is an ancestor reading, so that makes sense to me. But there's something about a past life energy. Let me just sit with this. I'm hearing that you didn't complete some mission or purpose, and this is coming up now. This is being revealed to you. They're showing me the Moon card there. This is being revealed to you now. And they're saying you could pause the video now and just ask your ancestors, what is it that I am meant to complete in this life? And they will show you signs. I don't know why I just saw a lemon and an orange. I don't know what that means. Maybe some vibrancy. I don't know what that means. Maybe someone has lemon or oranges around. That message is for you. Okay, they're also telling me that for some of you who are going to find love this year, they're saying in 2026, for those of you listening in 2026, this love is going to bring you to your next phase. And part of what you didn't complete in this past life is the completion of this love, where this love was not allowed. I'm not going to go too much into that. Let me ask for one final card here. The ancestors of group number 1. Is there anything else you want to say to my group number 1s, please? Anything else you want to communicate to them, please? Yeah, they keep showing me the Moon. Something is going to be revealed. Whoa. Okay, 2 cards just flew out of the deck, which rarely happens in my readings. Okay, we have 4 of Swords. I'm laughing because that's literally the resting again. Okay, So there's definitely this energy of, oh, okay, I see. So there's definitely this energy of needing to rest or take a beat with this person standing still and this person standing still, and we have this hammock and this person staying still. Before you make your next move, they want you to really consider, what do you want them to consider? What is going to make you feel most stable and calm inside your heart? Because they just highlighted the 4 here, stability and calm inside the heart. Interesting. Let's go to the last card. Oh, interesting. Justice. The ancestors of group number 1, what? Okay, so they're highlighting the number 11. So the numbers seem very important here. Less so the cards, but definitely the numbers. So you are meant to reach mastery in this life. A lot of you have been in my channel for a while. You know that I see 11 as the master number. And so you're supposed to reach some kind of mastery in, I'm hearing your vocation in this life that you didn't complete in a previous life. Okay, justice is coming in. Just give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, you're meant to right some kind of wrong where something was robbed from you in a previous life. Your power in some kind of way. Wow, they're showing me a whole bunch. I'm going to have to close out the reading soon. But they just showed me Ma'at with the scales. So some kind of justice was being served in terms of your soul's ascension and where it went after a life where you passed on in an unjust way and that misdirected your soul. And your soul is here to sort of right that wrong. That is the simplest way I can put it. Okay, my dear group number 1s, I have to close out because I can just keep going. I hope that this reading resonated for someone. Please do let me know in the comments down below. Please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I would appreciate it so much. If nothing else, I send you so much love and so many blessings. Until the next reading, take very good care. Welcome, group number 2. Today, we are respectfully, humbly open to the messages from your ancestors. As I said in group number 1, I ask you all to please show me a bit of grace if I speak out of turn or simply out of ignorance or lack of education, to please educate me in the comments below if there is something that you would like to add or critique. I'm really open to that. Just please share it with me kindly. So I want to call in respectfully the ancestors of group number 2 to please channel through me the messages that you would like to share with group number 2, who chose the beautiful angel aura amethyst. I just heard the word hermetics. Some of you might come from philosophers, mystics, true mystics, I mean, true magicians, not charlatans, okay? I'm also seeing, what's his name? What is this wizard's name? Merlin. That wasn't his real name. I can't place his real name right now. There's a TH if anyone knows his real name. I can't place it right now. Okay? So some of your ancestors, and if this doesn't resonate with you, just bear with me, because in group number 1, I think 5 or 6 different ancestors came through, or groups rather. They might be all connected. So some of you, I'm also hearing the word Greece. Some of you might come from famous Kabbalists, mystics, philosophers. I'm hearing Platonian, and now I'm seeing Theosophy. I don't know if any of you feel connected to Blavatsky. I'm seeing Germany and Russia now. Okay. Germany, I think. Okay, so they're showing me the initiation of Into Hermetics by Franz Barden, which I believe is the history is Germanic. Is that right? I'm sorry, I can't think when I start channeling. And Blavatsky, Russia. Okay, so they want me to just explain. So the first card that the first card that I pulled, I asked about why your ancestors are proud of you. And then there was so much construction the other day that I couldn't complete the readings. And when I was preparing for the readings today, they said, please draw another card to demonstrate our energy. Okay. So I'm going to put this one aside. This is the one why they're proud of you. And I'm going to reveal that a little later. We're going to start with the energy of your ancestors. Okay. So we have solitude. In silence, peace prevails. Ancestors of group number 2, please guide me in revealing your energy to group number 2. Yeah, so I'm seeing again philosophers. They're showing me the Hermit card. That's solitude. Caves. They're also showing me Nostradamus there. I'm hearing famous scribes. Some of you might be writers. And if you're coming into an era of writing, that is your ancestors on your back, supporting you in that. Some of you will be channeling spirit, and it will be with your ancestors' help. Okay. Some of you might have separated from your family of origin, and that was divinely guided. So some of you might be in a state of solitude now, but I'm hearing you're not only being redirected, but there's a space between your family of origin and the family that you're going to be connected with or producing, I'm hearing. So some of you might be having children or adopting or coming into union with someone who has children. I'm also seeing teachers here. Some of you are teachers. There's a space in between being with people in different ways that you were guided into right now. Please let me know if that resonates with anyone. You were meant to connect with your ancestors at this time. It's interesting because if any of you listened to the intro, if you didn't, I would really go back and listen to it. I know everyone wants to fast forward to the readings, but I talked about this convergence of the energies of the past, the present, the future, and the energies from above with the energies below, and the reverse as well. And this image looks I can't think of the basic words. It's so frustrating for me. Anyone new to my channel, I can't think of basic vocabulary. From older times, I don't know. And then angel aura, amethyst looks like something from the future or something from the angelics, right? So there's this convergence in the space of solitude for this group where your past, your future, the higher realms, the earthly realms are going to converge. And it might be through writing, through teaching. Some of you might be developing a class. This little, I don't know if this is an owl on her shoulders. Yes, it is. Yeah, some kind of ancient wisdom is being birthed through you, through your ancestors. It's being shown through you, channeled through you. I wonder if some of you are channelers. I wonder if some of you have been awakening during the night. I'm seeing your ancestors waking you up during the night so you can actually hear them. Without enough stillness, you can't hear them. So some of you are definitely being guided to go inward now. They're showing this to me as the divine feminine, the queen. Yeah. What about that, please? There's something about love. of showing compassion and love. That came up a little bit in group number 1, because they're showing me the Queen of Cups now. The King of Cups came up in group number 1, but this is much more feminine. There's a yielding energy that some of you are being guided into, to allow yourselves to be loved and to be beheld. So some of you might be very attractive, which I know sounds a little odd. They're showing this to me as a queen or a princess, some regal person who was kind of hidden away. It's almost like the wicked mother was jealous of this woman and hid her away, and she found solace with the animals, with the night, with writing, with nature, and even with the wind, that she would hear messages through the wind. I'm hearing. And I'm hearing the wind on my face. There's this, like, she wasn't allowed out, but the wind on her face allowed her to connect with the elements, I'm hearing. And gold is also very important here for someone. An emerald. I don't know if that's emerald in her crown, but I just heard emerald. And, yeah, there's some decidedly regal energy in your ancestry. Now, to go back to this story that they're showing me, this young woman was held captive because of her beauty. And so some of you might hide your beauty or feel as if your beauty is a handicap, I'm hearing. I hope that's, I don't know if that's appropriate to use that word, but it may feel as if it's working against you in some way in this life. And you might, they're showing me Leo now. A lot of Leos or Leos and Leo risings are quite beautiful. And so they're showing me the energy of Leo as well as the I can't pronounce this word, the face, okay, of a Leo, of being beautiful, but also about allowing yourself to be seen. So there's this energy of self-acceptance in this solitude that your ancestors are guiding you in, to allow your beauty to be unmasked, I'm hearing, and to unfold. It's almost as if she doesn't know her own beauty because it wasn't mirrored appropriately to her from her mother. There's something in the maternal lineage with this group that feels wicked. That, of course, is not going to resonate with everyone. Something was tampered with, I'm hearing, on the maternal line. I don't know if any of you have struggled to give birth. I think that's why they might have shown me adoption, or coming into union with someone who has children who might have been widowed, I'm seeing. I just deliver what I hear, so please don't curse me out or anything. I'm trying to channel as authentically as in my integrity as possible. But she wasn't mirrored appropriately, this person, and she's quite beautiful. And this owl is here to sort of whisper truth into her ear, I'm hearing, into the right ear, I'm hearing. The right ear might be important for someone here. But I'm also hearing that she's barren, that there was some, that's very interesting. Anyway, all of my readings connect because my first reading, the word barren came up, but it was desert land, and now it's coming up as in not being able to bear children. And some of you might have struggled to bear children or had difficulties in, because I'm seeing the words, the letters IVF, and that's something from your lineage that you're healing. And I'm seeing someone crying when I give that message, and I just want to send you so much love for your hardiness and your resilience in this life, and that your ancestors are supporting you. Bless you. Yes, because your spirit has divinity running through it. The gold is the color of divinity to me. So not just royalty, but divinity, divine royalty, I'm hearing. Yeah, and the angel aura quartz always reminds me of the seraphim angels, which to me are the royalty of the angels. Some of you might work with the seraphim angels. Is even in her solitude, she feels compassion and she feels love for this owl and for the elements and gratitude for her life, even though she doesn't yet see her own beauty. So I'm definitely feeling that your ancestors had this magnificence around them, this royalty, this and then some of them were great philosophers. And like this woman who was held captive, a lot of your ancestors who were philosophers, magicians, worked with the elements in those ways, were ostracized from society because of their gifts. And some of you might have been thwarted, I'm hearing, in your gifts because something in your religious lineage did not want your gifts to emerge in this life. So you might have felt obstacles, things in your way from emerging into your greatness, I'm hearing. And your ancestors are helping you overcome that now. And I just felt this energy run across my chest as if they want you to raise your chest up high, open up the energy center right in the middle of your chest, with it, which is both your heart and your heartiness. Very interesting. There's a play on the word heart, Heartines, heartiness is how they just showed it to me. They want you to be hearty in the heart and with strength. Okay. Again, that Leo energy I just saw again. Okay. So this is the energy of your ancestors that might be replaying with you guys. And I'm going to reveal the energy of why they are proud of you in a moment. I just want to get some more energy of your ancestors. I say gratefully, the ancestors of group number 2, can you show me a little bit more about your energy and how you communicate with your kin, with your children, with your loved ones? Okay, so there's the 9 of Swords. There's that worry, that concern, the obstacle that I kept seeing there. Really a lot of interference, okay? Yeah, so they're showing me that for those of you who this resonates with, the dark energy would come to you at night. And even this princess, this royalty, you can see there's darkness around her, and the owl usually comes alive at night. There's something guiding you at night. Did they mention that before? Something about being guided at night, that they may wake you up during the night? I don't even remember anymore. Please let me know if I said that. I don't remember. So some of you actually might have nightmares, and so I listened to something recently that talked about how there could be, I'm hearing the pain body, which is a term by Eckhart Tolle, but something can show up in the body that looks like a pain or looks like an illness, but it's a purging. This is not ubiquitous. Like, I'm not saying all illness is this way, but when you go through periods of some kind of illness, there can be purging in that space so that chakra or that area can open up. So right now I have inflamed gums, okay, really painful inflamed gums. And I know that my throat chakra and my mouth, my jaw, and my ears are being purged and cleared right now so that I can speak truth. And so my channeling becomes clear. And I've been noticing that with my patients and my clients and my readings, that the channeling has become clearer. And so they're showing this to me with nightmares for you guys. Now, if you're riddled with nightmares, that's something else. You might want to get a clearing done, okay? But they're showing me that some of you might get nightmares where you wake up during the night and your ancestors are there to help you learn how to transcend that energy. So if that should happen to you, I ask you to call on your loving ancestors to guide you in the transcendence of that worry, that concern, that nightmarish experience. Before I move ahead, though, too much, I'm going to ask for clarity. They are highlighting the red pillow and the red roses here. Again, red roses denoting the heart chakra. So there's something about you trusting in the divine and moving through the heart that will help you get out of your worry or out of your head. The 9 is a denotation of 2025 for those of you who are listening in 2026, that this is completing, this is ending. The 9 is also a completion card in general. But the year of the horse, or the fire horse, again, there's that Leo energy, that fire energy. Some of you might really resonate with fire signs with the red here as well. So the year in Chinese, the Chinese zodiac, the fire horse begins somewhere mid-February. I don't exactly remember when. Someone could maybe write that down below. That's going to be a whole new period of movement. So they're showing me the wands now. Okay, so you might go from a place of solitude and worry into movement. Can you clarify or say more about the 9 of Swords? So some of you, they may communicate through the mind telepathically or by downloads, I'm hearing. Again, right? So the swords are air. We said that your ancestors work through channeling, channel messages, automatic writing, scribing. That's all swords. Okay. I'm hearing the word dungeon. Some of them might have been locked away in a dungeon. Okay. Yeah, they're telling me to pay attention. Ancestors of group number 2. Can you show me more about your energy, please, and what you want to communicate? Okay. Wow. Okay. There it is. Wheel of Fortune. And we have 10. Bloody hell. Oh my goodness. They just channeled through me that we're moving out of 2025, which was the year of the 9. 2 plus 2 plus 5 was 9. And moving into a decidedly new era of your life with the 10, 2026 being a 10-year or 1 year. And bloody hell, you guys, the Wheel of Fortune is all about your destiny. That things are turning in the direction of you fulfilling your destiny. It's very interesting that there's this kind of devilish energy on the bottom here, and the snake circling downward. Snake being not the energy of the Kundalini here, because that would be moving up, but moving downward, that would be betrayal. Okay, that would be lower realms having a hold on you. They're on the bottom, moving down. This devil energy is on the bottom here. And they're showing me, oh my God, I'm freaking out, you guys. They're showing me the lion about to attack this demon. About to attack this demon. And what were we talking about? Leo, the lion. You guys coming into your own and into your power. Oh my God, you guys. And the snake, right? 2025 was the year of the snake. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just absolutely floored. So they're saying, yeah, I was asking them about their energy, but they're going right into communicating with you guys because they want you to know a whole new era is about to begin. This wasn't supposed to be much of a predictive energy, but this is what they're showing me. Again, there's this woman with this golden hair, this golden orange hair, just like hers, golden orange. I wonder if any of you guys are redheads. Because that's interesting that that's showing up twice and all of these animals are like redheads. And of course, a lion is a redhead. That's very interesting, right? You guys, they're kind of saying to you that you're being shown your mission, I just heard, and how you're going to come out of this past life energy. They're showing me Kuan Yin there. Wow, that's interesting. And Lady Nada. Lady Nada. Yeah, I can go pull a card for you guys and tell you what she's about. Hold on, I'm going to pause the video. Okay, my loves. So what I did was I took out Kuan Yin and Lady Nada from Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light. That's very strange, you guys. There's a lot of weird synchronicities here. So Lady Nada is showing up as more prominent, but I first want to just give respect to Kuan Yin, care and compassion. They used the word compassion earlier, and here it is. Choose to be love, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. Okay, so I'm going to keep her out, but I'm not going to read her passage because Lady Nada showed up much more strongly. And what I find bizarre are the roses here and the roses here. And they talked about the rose being a denotation of the heart, and Lady Nada is all about heart awakening. I feel so blessed right now to be with your ancestors and their amazing guidance. Awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. And I heard Mary Magdalene as well. And Lady Nada is considered another incarnation of Mary Magdalene. Lady Nada is a mighty spiritual priestess of love who once existed in the land of Atlantis. She is the light force that helps us awaken our heart to divine love that we deserve. You have an opportunity to overcome past pain, heartbreak, and letdowns. That's what they showed with the solitude card. This is a wonderful time to cherish and love yourself and allow yourself to be cherished and loved by others. Right? If you feel love revealing itself clearly in your heart, have the courage, again, the strength card, Leo, have the courage and move into a state of trust. You are reminded that when true love is present, when divine love is present, that's what we talked about with the gold. There are no obstacles to overcome. That's what they said. They said there were these obstacles that you have been experiencing with the Nine of Swords here. It will be there clear, pure, and real for you to experience. Your relationships are being brought into harmonies on all levels in your life. Unbelievable. I should have used these cards in this reading. I didn't even think of it. Okay, that is beautiful. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of serendipity right there. Okay, now I want to ask your ancestors, please. To communicate to your kin. Oh, they want me to reveal this card now. So we're going to do that. So I asked with this card, why are they proud of you? And right. Oh my God. I did not remember that this was the card that I pulled, overcoming obstacles. And even if I did remember, bloody hell, it came up in the Lady Nada card. But I didn't. You can overcome anything. So I asked your ancestors, why are they proud of you? And they said, because you keep rising again and again and again. You continuously overcome obstacles. And they're very proud of you for not giving up and doing what you need to do to strengthen yourself with the Solitude card. Now let's get some more information from your ancestors about why they are proud of you. Please show me very clearly a little bit more here about, actually, let's do this. Why are you proud of them in addition to the overcoming obstacles? Okay. And thank you. What do you want to communicate to my group number 2s about why you're proud of them? Why are you so proud of them? Why are you so proud of them? They just said you keep coming up with innovative ways to move around obstacles in your life. Very innovative energy here. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Well, there's definitely, with the pages, there's always a feeling of innovation, of something new birthing itself, of coming up with new ways of blank. So with Pentacles, it could be the way that you do your work, the way that you're maneuvering through your life, anything that is tangible. There's some kind of new way that you're working with your life. And here we have the red scarf again that, and there's a red feather in his hair here. So, or her hair here. My God. And again, another denotation of this fiery energy. Let me get a little bit more information here. I just heard that you keep looking for the light. You keep with this yellow here, and it's as if he's holding the sun in his hands. You guys keep looking for the light, looking for the light, looking for the light, even though you have gone through so much. You didn't let it get you down. I heard permanently. So it doesn't mean that you didn't feel like you were let down or pushed down, but you got up again. And you have this decidedly innocent energy of interest and awe. It's very much like this woman here with the owl here. This is innocent, pure, lovely energy, angelic energy. Why else are you proud of them, or what else do you want to communicate to them? The ancestors of group number 2. The ancestors of group number 2. What else do you want to tell them? And we have the 4 of Cups. What do you want to say about this? It's quite literal here. They're showing me very literally that you have turned down emotional offers of love, of friendship, that looked like love, they're saying, or looked like emotional fulfillment, but you knew better. And she's also in this red jacket here. Let me just get some more messages here. Show me, ancestors, please, more about the 4 of Cups. Yeah, they said that you trusted your heart in matters of the heart. They're very proud of you for doing this. So this is not just turning away from an offer. This is not allowing yourself to be available to abusive energy anymore. Yes? Yes. That's what I just heard, you guys. This might be a turning away from a female who represented something in the female lineage that you are shifting out of now. Can you say more? The ancestors of group number 2. Can you say just a bit more about why you're proud of them? King of Pentacles. Wow. I think we have bulls here. I don't know if we have any Taurians here, but very interesting if we have Taurians here, because you are ruled by Venus, which is all about the heart. And Taurians are one of the most compassionate, loving, heart-centered signs. So I think that that was validation for someone. But I feel as if they're saying that if you stay the course with Page of Pentacles and then King of Pentacles here, if you keep allowing yourself to go in the direction of your heart, to choose very wisely, I'm hearing, on your path right now, you will reach King of Pentacles. You will reach prosperity. I'm hearing the prosperity that is due to you. Yeah, they're showing me that emerald energy again. And all of these grapes. This is all abundance here. Can you give me one more message for group number 2? Anything else you want to communicate? This one just flew out. Yeah, that's, I should have said it. I saw the 6 of Swords with the 4 of Cups. So I want you to notice what is happening here. We have the King of Pentacles. I'm moving towards something. I'm open to something. Oh, this is interesting. This is beautiful. I'm turning away from something. I'm pulling inward. I'm in my power. Look at me with my King of Pentacles, with my pentacle here. I'm moving towards something. I'm open to something. 6 of Swords. I'm leaving something. I'm moving away from something. They showed me this energy of up and down with the Solitude card. And it drives me mad when I don't listen to my intuition. But I saw the 6 of Swords when the 4 of Cups came out. And I saw this up and down energy. So they're saying that sometimes throughout the course of your life, you're going to have this feeling of your energy more outward, where you're showing interest and you're being guided, but guided in a way to move, where there's this kinetic energy, and more energy of then turning inward, or then not more, and then energy turning you inward, and then energy being present, still open to earthly matters, and then energy moving you away from certain things. And they want you to trust this. Do you see we have yellow, blue, yellow, blue? Okay, it's this, I'm looking at the sun, golden, what's out there. And then the blue is that throat chakra energy, the third eye energy, where you're scribing, you're going inward, you're channeling, you're communicating with your guides. But even if the colors are just about up, down, day, night, okay? This is how I'm seeing it. They're showing me that this is a sign of you moving in the right direction. We're always taught that when you move in the right direction, everything is linear. It's not for this group. It's up and down, up and down. They're saying it won't always be that way, but this is how they're guiding you. This is how they communicate. They tell you when to go out, when to be seen, when to be heard, when to go inward, and when to move away. I hope that this message made sense for you guys, because I'm way over time and I do have to close out. Please do let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to close out there. But if nothing else, I always send you guys so much love and so many blessings. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. But if nothing else, until the next reading, I wish you all the best and take very good care. Welcome, group number 3. Sorry, I didn't see if it was recording or not. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. A little disclaimer that I was not so articulate in the previous readings, but I'm going to do my best to channel your ancestors with integrity and respect. If I say anything that doesn't sound respectful, please kindly and gently correct me in the comments below. I would so appreciate it. I certainly don't know everyone's heritages and lineages. I'm simply going to try to channel the messages as clearly and respectfully as possible, but sometimes I can get it wrong. Okay, with that being said, amazing messages have come through in the 2 previous readings. I'm abuzz with energy, and I'm so grateful that the ancestors are coming in so powerfully and clearly at this time. So I call in the ancestors with love and respect and reverence for group number 3 now, who chose the lovely Amethyst, which we'll put aside for now. Amethyst, if you should come up, I will connect with you. I did hear the word coherence as I marvel at the purple here and the purple here. Okay, like some kind of heart-mind coherence here. Okay, so when I pulled the significator cards, I pulled the first card asking your ancestors why they're proud of you, which we will reveal in a little bit. And then when I came to this reading, they said, please pull another card about our energy, okay? Which I would have done with the tarot, but they wanted a significator card. So before I reveal the significator card, I encourage you to tune in with your own intuition and ask your ancestors for an image, a word, a color, something that denotes that they are with you and that you're connecting with them through this reading, so we can intuit together. Okay. Okay, ancestors of group number 3, they showed us the grace and gratitude card. Through gratitude, joy expands. Okay, I'm hearing the word alchemist. And what is that called? Apothecary? Oh my God, I can't think of the word. Seeing that word. So some of your ancestors might have been masters at herbs and potions. Yeah, they're showing me different, they're showing me chamomile, lavender, fenugreek, a calendula. They're showing me herbs, yeah. And they're showing me these little bottles lined up. I'm seeing essential oils, okay? And they're showing me this Bagoda with this Japanese culture, even though the Bagoda is often a Buddhist temple that can be in Chinese culture, Japanese, Korean, India. So some of you might feel a connection with Buddhism. Also some high-ranking healers with this energy coming out of her hands. It's really denoting healing energy with this woman. I hope that this is not disrespectful. She appears in my third eye as Japanese, but this feels a little bit like Reiki to me in the Usui tradition, which Mikao Usui was Japanese. So some of you might feel a connection with that lineage in Reiki. And the Bagoda might be a symbol of your history in some way. Yeah, and they're telling me Buddhist monks. I don't know if you are interested in monasteries or some kind of retreat. They're showing me a silent retreat for some reason. Some of you might have felt like you wanted to connect with your ancestors through silence. There's something about aestheticians, aesthetics here. They're highlighting her makeup, which I never really noticed before. Some of your ancestors might have done something with perfume, music, not music. Wow, that was just put in my mouth. Maybe some of them had something to do with music, because that literally was just put in my mouth. Beauty, makeup, I'm hearing perfume because I'm smelling perfume now. I'm hearing gardenias, cherry blossom, and rose. What is that? Bamboo. I'm also hearing bamboo shoots. Okay. The ancestry of group number 2. Is there anything else you want to share about your energy before I pull cards on your energy? Yeah, I'm seeing arts, working in the arts. I just heard comedian or someone who did something in the arts. You might have had people in your family that were actors. Wow, this is a very different energy than my previous 2. They might have been dancers, music. I'm seeing this very interesting dance. They were performers of some sort. Theater, I'm hearing. And then I'm seeing islands, some kind of beautiful dancing. There's a lot of reverence in this dance as well. There's I see a bowing, but not as subordinate, just in reverence to someone. Ancestors, please help me clarify this image. There's a lot of respect for the culture, for the elders of the culture, and a lot of yeah, reverence for those who came before them and the teachings. You might have had people in your family that taught something and passed it down through the lineage. Some kind of healing art that was passed down, perhaps acupuncture. I don't know if that sounds stereotypical with the Asian woman, but they just showed me those needles. I just want to be clear about that. And some acupuncturists in certain Asian traditions, in let's say traditional Chinese medicine, it is passed down often through the lineage. So maybe that's why they showed that to me. But I say that with so much respect. Some of you also might have learned under someone who learned from their grandmother, who learned from her grandmother, learned from her grandmother. Because I'm hearing the word initiation. You might have been initiated into an art or some kind of healing. It was a gift. It was gifted to you. They're showing me symbols now. This looks a little bit like light language. So some of your ancestors actually might have been galactics for some of you that worked with your earthbound ancestors in some way, because I'm seeing hieroglyphics as well. I'm seeing symbols that you had to decipher that held some kind of magical healing. There's a healing modality that I don't know why they're showing this to me, but it was created by the mystic Almin, and I use it to help heal animals. So when I see injured animals outside, I use the healing of Kriya Vaspata, which are the angel gods, or she calls the archangels the angel gods. It was channeled to her that the archangels were promoted to angel gods. And Kriya Vaspata are these symbols from the angel gods. One is a symbol for the angel god, and the other is a symbol that's placed in the animal 3 times to heal that animal. And that angel god works with certain animals. So there's an angel god for lost angels. Lost animals. There's an angel god for animals that have been abused, and so on. So they're showing me those symbols. Any of you who work with animals, you might want to look up the Kriya Vaspata. I believe it's free. Some of you are meant to work with symbols, and your ancestors speak to you through symbols. Okay, they want me to go to the cards. Some of you are guided to create new healing modalities, to create. So they want you to learn from the healing modalities that you have learned, but your ancestors are actually going to bring forth, they're going to channel through you new healing modalities that may be through tones and through symbols. Yeah, I'm hearing music again. And it's not traditional music. It's in the way we think of something melodic. It sounds a little bit like rife frequencies. If any of you know the work of Dr. Royal Raymond Rife. Yeah, there's that royalty again. So he believed that there's a frequency that every organ, every cell emits in its correct functional way. And when it's out of alignment, you can play a frequency that will help move it back into alignment, which is its righted frequency. So it's like that. It's a tone that doesn't always sound so pleasant also, but that I'm hearing attuning our ears. So I'm getting some clairaudience for this group, that you are coming into your clairaudience. And it's not so much hearing words as it is hearing tones. And they're also telling me that the symbols are bear frequencies and tones that you're going to hear by looking at it. What is that called again? 2 of your senses are going to cross. There's a word for this in in psychology that I can't think of right now. It starts with PH. Some kind of sensitivity where you can hear with your eyes or smell with your mouth. So you're going to be able to hear tones through symbols. They want you to open up to the idea that there are more healing modalities that are going to emerge from you, from your ancestors. So some of you might feel very connected to the galactics, I would say. Okay. Again, just like my intro said, the earthly realms and the past realms are connecting in with the cosmos and the galactic realms and the angelic realms. So each group had a different message about how the earthly realms were connected with these other realms, let's call the otherworldly realms. Okay. And Buddhism is a lot about reverence for this incarnation. It's not very much about life after death or God. It is about reverence for the life that you're currently in and really holding it very dear. And this is a very rudimentary way of speaking about this. So all of you Buddhists out there, please add your wisdom and beauty in the comments below. But my understanding in a very rudimentary way, in a very humble way, that there's something about the gift of life and having reverence for nature, which is more Taoism, but I know Buddhists also revere nature and beauty in all of its natural form, and this life, and imbibing in this life in the most natural way, abundant way, with joy and gratitude. Joy and gratitude, grace, these are all ways of living that are very much the high path, the path of the enlightened one. Okay. I did not ask, but 2 cards came out, the Hangman and the 2 of Swords. Just want to show that to you in case they show up again, but I didn't ask the question. So interesting with the Hanged Man, I am getting the sense that the ancestors are guiding you to look upon healing is big for this group. To look upon the way that you're doing things in your life, whatever way you light workers are maneuvering in your life, from a whole new perspective. Okay, because you're about to birth something, I think, an idea or a new way of doing something. Yeah, they're showing me the Page and the Knight of Wands there. Okay, I did not ask. Ancestors of group number 3, show me more about your energy and how you communicate with your kin here. Ancestors of group number 3, what is your energy, please? Show me your energy, please. They're showing me the High Priestess. Okay, that's interesting. Ooh, 5 of Cups. What does that mean? Okay, I just heard leaving the old behind. Yes. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune came out with group number 2 with that same energy of you're leaving something behind, even though that's not really the energy of the 5 of Cups, but that's what they're showing me. Something, so the cups being emotion and fulfillment, there have been these fulfilling energies with regards to healing and how we have been awakening. But this group is actually meant to bring in something even more powerful. That is your destiny. Okay? What else about the 5 of Cups here? Please show me. Yeah, so, okay. Some of you are meant to observe the falling apart of certain ways of doing things. And you're meant to turn around and pick up these other 2 cups, which is behind you, your ancestors. So something that has shown up in the world today is going to be breaking down, and your ancestors behind you are going to give you the key to unlock this next stage. Because I asked about their energy, I'm being shown that, yeah, just like the other groups, they were not able to fulfill their mission in some form or fashion. But that is going to be righted now. Can you tell me a bit more? You know what? Let me get a clarifier on the 5 of Cups. Ancestors, what is this energy with the 5 of Cups? What is your energy with the 5 of Cups? Are you heartbroken in some way? What is this? King of Rods. Okay, that's interesting because they showed me the Page and the Knight of Rods, and now we have the King of Rods. They were trying to bring in some kind of powerful energy, some kind of new healing modality, new way of experiencing the earth. Again, I keep seeing herbs and things like this, but they couldn't fulfill it. They couldn't bring it to fruition. And your destiny is to bring what they started into fruition. Can you tell me more about your energy, please? A little bit more about your energy, please. What is your energy and how do you communicate with my group 3s? Show me clearly. Okay, my ears are getting very hot, so I'm being shown clairaudience again. Okay, they're also showing me the number 5 and the number 10 here. 5 being half of 10. So they were able to complete half of their mission in their life before it was sort of taken from them, or something wasn't completed. And you're meant to complete it in the 10 here, also being the year of 2026, being a 10 year for those of you watching in 2026. Can you show me more about your energy, please? Can you show me more about your energy? They're showing me the High Priestess there. Again, that beauty energy is coming up. The 4 of Cups, wow. Ancestors of group number 3, tell me about the 4 and the 5 of Cups. Okay. So they're showing me the cups as this kind of potion or this kind of remedy that did not work. They're showing it to me almost as mainstream medicine. I don't know if there are any doctors in this group or any nurses or people who worked in the medical field that then turned away from the medical field, because they're showing this to me as your ancestors saying no to convention in some kind of way. That's how this is being shown to me, with the King of Rods being this innovative, this powerful, innovative energy that should have come to fruition, but basically they were quieted, okay? They just showed me, what's his name? The oath starts with the letter H. What's his name? Hippocrates. They just showed me Hippocrates. So yeah, there might be some nurses, doctors, herbologists, people who work with medicine or, I don't know, something like this. Even acupuncture, herbology. You might be doing something that you might be politically correct in saying it's adjunct to modern medicine, but it feels as though your ancestors and the galactics, by the way, are guiding you in a whole new direction. Because I've never read the cards like this before, but they're showing the cups as potions or liquid. I don't want this YouTube video to be taken down, but if you know, you know, okay? Liquid that was given to the masses, okay? Where you might have turned that liquid away. Okay, please be careful in the comments if you confirm that you turned that liquid away, okay? This is a very different reading than the other two. If it doesn't resonate, please go to another reading, okay? But there's something about your ancestors wanting to, I'm hearing, be pioneers when it comes to health and healing, period. Okay, now, they want me to open up this significator card about why they're proud of you. Breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. Let me just check that we're still recording. Yeah, okay. So there is something here with you guys being trailblazers. Without a doubt, okay? This group, you're trailblazers. You're meant to do something different than what came to you before. I mean, even with him, I don't know if these are shafts of wheat here, being farmers. Some of you might be farmers or grow your own vegetables. You're doing things in a way that is different than how it's been done. That is what you're here to do, and that is what your ancestors are guiding you to do. Tell me more about why you're proud of them. So they're proud of you guys for breaking the trail, for saying no to conformity, okay? For questioning things. Tell me more, please, ancestors of group number 3, why you're proud of them, please. Why are you proud of my group number 3s? I'm hearing that you're marching to the beat of your own drum, okay? Just confirmation of the breaking trail there. You guys might spearhead, I'm hearing, community or communal something. They're showing me a community being created where there's quid pro quo, like goods for services or some kind of exchange. This is not yet, though. This is forthcoming. But some of you might resonate with that idea where the dollar, where money is going to, I'm hearing the dissolution of the dollar is USD, but of physical money into communal communities that have these goods for services. So I might, guide people psychologically in return for a basket of vegetables. Okay, it's like this. Okay. My God, ancestors of group number 3, can you tell me more about why you're proud of them? For group number 3, why are you proud of them? I see it, okay. The Hangman. Sorry, that sounded like a very witchy laugh. Do you remember at the beginning of this reading? I think it was this reading where the Hangman came up and they said, you guys, the Hangman and the Two of Swords came up, okay? The Two of Swords is, right? You're no longer blindfolded. You're going to be taking a new direction. But anyway, the Hanged Man, that showed up at the beginning of this reading. You guys are going to take a whole new perspective on something old and make it not new. It's going to be completely new, novel. Hanged Man. And they're also highlighting the enlightenment of the Hanged Man. This is going to be an enlightened path that you're going to help break trail. You're going to help trailblaze. They're proud of you for not conforming. They're proud of you for being the truth seekers, the mavericks, okay? This is how I'm hearing it, the rebels, but not rebels for rebels' sake. Oh my goodness, you guys. So the battery just cut out when the two last cards fell out. And all I can say is my mind is blown. The Two of Swords came out with the Nine of Cups. And I don't know if you guys have been following or just listening passively, but the Hanged Man and the Two of Swords showed up at the beginning. They flipped over together. I didn't take them. Then the Hanged Man came out again, and they mentioned the Two of Swords, and here it is. I wish you could have seen it fly out of the deck. So I just want to say that your ancestors are so proud of you for taking the blindfold off to blaze your own trail, to go on the third path, that you would not even entertain the paths that were shown to you, given to you in one way or another. Just no, I will not, with the white garb here, they're showing, I will not release my purity to you. I will not allow you to take my purity. That's how I'm hearing it. It's a little bit interesting there. But they're very proud of you for using your intuition and going on a path that was not created yet, that you created, okay? And then the Ten of Cups came out. I'm sorry, the Nine of Cups. And they're just letting you know in a semi-predictive way that because you trusted your higher mind and you trusted your intuition and your guidance, that a massive amount of prosperity is on its way to you. And it's because you did not conform, because you trusted your intuition and you did something entirely different than everyone else. And that's not an easy thing to do. I really applaud you guys for doing that. Blazing trails might sound exciting and rebellious and fun to others, but when you're actually doing it, it can be hella scary. It takes a lot of bravery. Okay, so with that, you guys, thank you for your patience. Sorry about the video cutting off there, but thankfully it was just at the end. And if you did like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. And if nothing else, I send you guys so much love and so many blessings on your path ahead. Until the next reading, take very good care.